I am about to do a small harvest, only a super or two. I have 7 hives, but 4 of them are young hives, and the other one I split. Um, so I really only have 2 hives that are, I guess, really going this year that are able to be harvested. This is going to be my first spring harvest, and it may only be 1 super. I wasn't sure if I was going to get a spring harvest, but it looks like I have at least 1 medium super to harvest, so I'm excited about that. I've already opened the hive, but I'm going to let you see the rest of the process from harvesting it to, I guess, putting it in the extractor tomorrow. And it's like, maybe I'll get 15 to 20 pounds of honey, maybe if I'm lucky. But it's fun. I'm a small, I guess, homesteading beekeeper. I sell a little bit of honey. I give a lot of honey away as gifts. I use it in our food and recipes. And it's just a fun hobby that I've really enjoyed throughout the years. So let's go ahead and harvest this first super, and we may look at a few more hives, and there's a chance there may be another hive that we may also harvest from. So let's get to it. So I'm going to do a second brushing to get any bees that are still on the frames off, so that I can take it inside the house so that my wife doesn't yell at me because there's bees in the house. And we have a young baby in there who's almost 7 weeks old. I don't want my son to get stung. That would be very, very bad. Something I do is I keep track of all of my bee inspections, my hive activity, with the Ultimate Beekeeper's Logbook. Check it out, it's on Amazon. It's really helpful to keep track of data over time, especially if you have more than 1 or 2 hives. If you have, I don't know, 2 to 20 hives, this is really good to keep data to see how your hives are progressing. So I'm gonna do a second brushing, make sure I get every single bee off of these, and then I'm gonna take them inside and I'm gonna let them sit a day or 2 to lose just a little bit more of that water weight, that I guess humidity, and then I'm going to put it in my hand crank extractor after I harvest the wax, and then we're going to have honey. But let's go ahead and brush these off, and then I'm taking them inside, and next time you see us in the same video, we're going to be putting these babies in the extractor. So, I guess instead of going right to the extracting part, I decided to check on these other hives. I got 7 hives here, and like I said, they're all in different stages. 2 are really strong. One's pretty good that I might harvest from. It's this hive here. I started a beekeeping club for high school students where I teach at with another teacher, and we had to take this hive back for the summer because of the coronavirus. So we're gonna check that out. And then I had these 2 packages that have not been doing great. I'm gonna look at those. I've already looked at a swarm I caught and a nuke that a friend gave to me, and they're doing okay. And then I have another hive that I looked at already that I was hoping to get some cut comb from. They're about halfway there, so I guess I'm not gonna harvest from them right now. I'm still hoping that happens. But let's check out these hives. I haven't looked at them in about 2 weeks, especially with a young baby. There's more important things I need to be doing inside and spending time with my family. So let's open these up, and maybe we might do another small harvest here. Okay, this is hive E. It's a swarm I caught, and yes, my bench I made too low, but that's okay. I'm young yet. This is a package I started or bought. My packages are not doing great this year. Hopefully there's at least 3 frames of bees in here. Hopefully. Okay. This is hive E. And like I said, I love keeping data because then I can look at my data and I can see how my hive has changed over time. So last time I looked at this hive, there were only 4 frames of bees. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 for sure. So this hive is growing. I'm not gonna mess with it any further. I just wanted to do a quick look, mainly because I know it's growing. And yes, I could find the queen, but there's a storm coming, and I want to hopefully do a quick peek on all of the hives. So this hive seems to be doing better, so that's good. They've gone up by at least 1.5 frames, so let's check out the next one. Okay, so this is hive C. This is actually about my worst hive. Again, another package that I got. And yes, I put big cinder blocks on some of my hives because sometimes we got a lot of wind here, and I put little bricks on them before and they've blown away. Last time I checked, there were only 3 frames of bees in hive C, so let's just see. Again, I'm just doing a quick look, hopefully, I hope. One, 2. Still just 3 frames of bees, but I think maybe they've grown a little bit. 1, 2. I mean, yep, really just 3 frames of bees. Again, I'm not going to open it up today because the storm's coming, and I'm trying to get to this hive next to it, which is the one we may harvest from. But sometimes it's good to just take a quick peek. At least the population is steady, maybe gone up a little bit. And I could find the queen, but you know what? Every inspection, you don't have to find the queen. It just depends on what you're looking for. So this hive I'm excited to open up. This is supposed to be an S. This is the school hive. It was at the school I teach at, about 40 miles away. And like I said, had to bring it back because of coronavirus. I'm hoping to get a harvest, and if I do, this honey goes back to our club and they'll be able to sell it or donate it or use it themselves. But we're going to take a quick look. There may be a chance of harvest, and there's one other hive that I might look at in this video. We'll see. So this is our school hive, and our hope is to actually split this. We split it once. It survived the winter, and we made a nuke last August, and that nuke is doing good. And I'd like to split this again to have a backup hive, so if their hive dies, which happens, we'll have a hive that can go right in its place, hopefully, in theory. But let's open this hive up and see if we got a harvest. Not the best time to look at a hive, but we're gonna have rain next 2 weeks. They are putting away honey though. If you can check out, they got this is a frame of honey, but it's really nectar that they're making into honey, so they're gonna have a ways to go, but I think we will get an August harvest from this hive, so we'll give them another month and a half or so, and I think we'll have a harvest from them, which is good. In some ways that's better because that'll be right when we start going back to school, hopefully, and students can enjoy some honey. I'm gonna put that back and let's go ahead and harvest that honey from earlier. Let's harvest some honey. Let's do this.